The new allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, a music producer, is accusing hip-hop mogul of assaulting him and forcing him to have sex with prostitutes. But a lawyer for Combs called the events described in the lawsuit pure fiction. This is now one of several assault lawsuits filed against Combs in recent months, including a lawsuit from the R&B singer Cassie that was settled last year.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 9th.
That's why I get tired. I was like, when the Dinner Thieves get tired?
That's It looks like Brother Love is having a hard time keeping his name out of the headlines because he is racking up lawsuits left and right. Now hear me out. We all know about the Cassie lawsuit and all the speculation surrounding Kim Porter. But now we've got some fresh drama straight from the oven. Producer Rodney Jones, aka Lil Rod, is coming forward with some wild allegations against Diddy, suing him for supposedly assaulting him. Now hold on, does that mean Diddy is gay? And that's not all. In the 70-plus page lawsuit he claims that Puff Daddy was allegedly involved in murder. The list goes on and on. Now that's some next-level stuff. And folks, we've got it all. Even 50 Cent is chiming in on the drama. I mean, if this all turns out to be true, 50 is going to feel real good about himself. He's been calling out Diddy and his fruity behavior for years. Lil Rod is even dropping names like Meek Mill, which shouldn't come as a surprise to any of us. I mean, we all remember that clip, right?
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
So let's get into the good stuff. Music magnate Sean Diddy Combs was recently hit with a new lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, as reported by NBC News. The plaintiff turned out to be former record producer and videographer Rodney Lil Rod Jones. In the lawsuit, Jones explained that he started working under Sean when he was hired to produce some of his songs for a new album. However, he claimed that Sean had a devastating impact on his life. The defendants in the case aren't just Diddy but a whole group from his social circle.
As far as defendants, there are a number of them. There's Diddy, his son Justin Combs, the CEO of Universal Music Group, the CEO of Motown Records, which is the parent company of Love Records. There's a woman named Christina, who is the chief of staff to Diddy. There's Motown Records, Universal Music Group, Love Records, and some others. So there's a lot of defendants.
Jones is openly accusing Combs of crossing boundaries and alleging inappropriate behavior from September 2022 to November 2023. He claims to have evidence, both video and audio, showing Diddy and his crew engaging in serious illegal activities for over a year. This revelation came to light when Jones shared that he frequently crashed at Diddy's place for months while working on music. However, things took a turn when Diddy allegedly started making unwelcome advances. Feeling frustrated, Rodney brought up the issue with Diddy's chief of staff, Ina, but she dismissed it, attributing Diddy's actions to his personality. But Rodney wasn't about to drop the mic just yet. In his hefty 70-page complaint, he claimed that Diddy attempted to lure him into engaging in intimate activities with another man. According to Rodney, Diddy pushed him to do inhumane things, making it seem like it was just part of the industry norm. And let's talk about the industry for a second. Stevie J got dragged into this lawsuit, and not in a good way. Rodney detailed in his complaint how he had looked up to Stevie J for years, but things went south when he got mixed up with Diddy. Let's break it down for y'all. Diddy has been the top dog in the industry for years, and it's no secret he's got some serious connections. The dude allegedly didn't hesitate to use those connections to convince Lil Rod to get close and personal. In the lawsuit, Lil Rod spilled that Diddy used his admiration for Stevie J's work as bait and even sent him videos of Stevie engaging in shady activities. According to TMZ, Stevie J denied the allegations outright, telling the outlet, "These allegations are false, and my lawyer will be handling this moving forward." In a move straight out of the damage control playbook, Sean Love, through his lawyer Sean Hawley, flat out denied all the claims. Diddy threw shade, saying Rod was just trying to score a quick $30 million, calling the whole thing a made-up story. Diddy's gearing up for a legal battle, swearing he's got solid proof to back his innocence, though not much of it has surfaced in the media yet. And get this, Diddy's legal team says they've been trying to reach out to Lil Rod's lawyer, but it's been radio silence on the other end. While Team Diddy claims they're all about showing evidence, folks can't help but wonder if they're trying to pressure Rod into dropping the lawsuit. Diddy's own son, Justin Combs, also dropped a statement, slamming the claims as downright false. He straight up called it a move by someone desperate for a payday. Justin laid it out saying, "Rodney is going to face legal consequences for dragging the Combs family through the mud. And if you thought Rod was done spilling the tea, buckle up." In the lawsuit, he dropped a bombshell. At a July 2023 listening party at Diddy's California mansion, he claims he was handed shots of tequila spiked with who knows what. The legal papers don't reveal who handed him the drink or how he was pressured into drinking it. Jones claims he blacked out after downing the shot and woke up butt naked at 4 a.m. with an adult worker passed out beside him. But that ain't all. He's accusing Diddy of serving these special drinks at his parties, even allegedly giving them to underage girls. And here's the kicker. Jones is also pointing fingers at Young Miami's cousin and actor Cuba Gooding Jr., accusing them of crossing lines. Unlike Diddy, Rodney is shouting from the rooftops that he's going to bring the receipts to court. His complaint spilled the tea like this. Throughout his time with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones witnessed, experienced and endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer on the Love album. Mr. Combs required Mr. Jones to record him constantly. As a result, Mr. Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio records of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. The lawsuit even pointed fingers at Coram, claiming he played a role in helping Diddy push Lil Rod into a relationship. The legal documents paint a picture of Jones being downright terrified of Combs, feeling trapped and unable to say no. Combs allegedly used his influence in the music industry, and possibly even law enforcement, to intimidate him. And here's a bombshell. The lawsuit claims that Diddy straight up admitted to Lil Rod that he had a hand in the fatal 1999 shooting of rapper Shine. Now the whole crew is facing accusations of teaming up with Combs and making financial gains off his alleged crimes in what they're calling a RICO enterprise, basically organized crime. The complaint states, the members of the RICO enterprise all share a common purpose: to enrich themselves financially at the expense of producers, musicians, writers, creators, and artists. They maximize their revenues through fraudulent means, including intimidation, threats of violence, isolation from the industry, non-payment for completed work, and false promises of cash payments, Producer of the Year Grammy Awards, and access to future projects. But aside from everything else, Jones also stated that he wasn't even paid fairly for the alleged year-long work he did for Diddy's album.
So much time, months and at a time, 16 hours, 24 hours a day. Sometimes, Diddy would request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is, we'll be up for days trying to accomplish that. I've tried to get my business straight with them on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt.
During his rant, Rodney explained that he had to go above and beyond to meet Diddy's alleged unrealistic demands, but the money he was paid was only a fraction of what he had put into the work. The Art of Dialogue reported that Lil Rod released a video of Diddy laughing about stealing his publishing for the work he did on the Love album, off the grid months before filing the lawsuit. Looks like Diddy never planned to pay Lil Rod for his work. Many fans believe that this might be the real reason why Rodney decided to bring up receipts of Diddy's so-called freak-offs.
Hey, I run shit too. I run
Get to there you do.
yeah.
Lil Rod ain't worth giving his kingdom to if we don't control his publishing. I can solve his efforts with 3 other human beings. He's eating at our table, and I like his backstory, but you need to have other people. It's hard to work with him unless we have his pub. He's a piece of shit.
Adding to the pile of troubles, Jones's lawsuit cracked open a box of speculation about Diddy's romantic preferences, claiming he's been getting close and personal with people of the same gender. Now, the buzz around Diddy's orientation isn't new. It's been lingering for years. But Diddy has always painted himself as a straight man, while Jones is singing a different tune. In his statement, he spilled that Diddy straight up told him about getting intimate with a Philly rapper who once dated Nicki Minaj and an R&B singer who rocked the Super Bowl stage and had a Las Vegas residency. Those are pretty clear signs pointing fingers at Meek Mill and Chris Brown. Instead of addressing these claims, Meek Mill made a sudden move. He dropped the news about a new album and wiped his social media clean, leaving just one post hanging. That move has fans speculating he's gearing up to accuse Diddy of some shady stuff. People, especially on Twitter, have been going wild over these new accusations, digging into the details themselves. It seems like Meek slipped up as he got caught red-handed following some questionable mail pages, if you know what I mean. While defending Meek Mill on his podcast, DJ Academics appeared to accidentally let the cat out of the bag, inadvertently supporting some of the claims made in the lawsuit.
It did not say Meek Mill name. Wait. Oh, hold up. Never mind. Wait, what the I forgot. Look, Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in intercourse with rapper 5, that's redacted. Look, 5, he's a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Yo, Meek.
After the whole situation blew up, Meek took to Twitter with a series of tweets, strongly asserting that since he wasn't explicitly mentioned by name in the legal documents, he has no ties to Diddy's mess. In his words, "Here's the doc, let's go on trial live. Playing with my name. Find the page where my name is mentioned and the date so I can get my credit card and show you where I was. I don't even know that P, but let's go to trial on here." However, in the midst of this, he didn't hold back in targeting DJ Academics for live reading the lawsuit documents. Meek called out Academics, accusing him of playing games with his name through a series of tweets. Meek threw shade at Academics, claiming various things, including being an alcoholic and fully powered by the white man. Interestingly, Meek eventually acknowledged the allegations of him having an intimate relationship with Diddy, as implied in Jones's lawsuit. He stated, "I'm from Philly, I don't do substances or freaky Molly. Nobody would even offer me substances because I'm that heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming. Sis." Responding to Meek's tweets, Academics fired back, claiming that Meek rarely confronts other men who call him out. He also criticized the Dream Chasers founder for selectively responding only to him, despite other bloggers discussing the explosive claims made in Jones's lawsuit. Now this is burnt out. A producer called him and Diddy gay and he mad at everybody, addressing everything but that. Said I made it up. Although nothing has been proven yet, most fans believe that there was a romantic relationship between Diddy and Meek. One user tweeted, "I knew something wasn't right when Meek was hopping like a bunny for them white folks on the tennis court." If these allegations hold any weight, the lawsuit and the evidence presented are shining a light on Diddy's alleged fruity side. In the words of 50 Cent, Diddy has been in the fog for so long that his real self slips out from time to time. Now 50 has a history of calling out Diddy for what he perceives as his gay antics. And if you follow 50 Cent on Instagram, you know he's not shy about throwing shade at celebrities. A few years back, 50 targeted Combs in a particularly provocative post, sharing a picture of himself in a hospital bed surrounded by stuffed animals, claiming he was recovering from pettiness. Before dropping that bomb on the internet, he had already thrown shade at Diddy for attending a fruity party. In his words, "Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under the leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow." When questioned about his previous homophobic comments towards the Bad Boy CEO while promoting his film Den of Thieves on The Breakfast Club, 50 Cent hinted that Diddy has been in the fog for so long that his real self slips out from time to time.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships? And how
50 Cent also brought up a time when Diddy floated the idea of a joint shopping spree. This went down at Chris Lighty's wedding and 50 was shook by Diddy's bold move. After Diddy dropped the suggestion, 50 claimed he got so heated that he was practically losing it. Diddy himself admitted to proposing the shopping trip but spun it as his way of having 50's back. In an interview on The Breakfast Club, Combs laid it out. "Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. I'm a nice guy. Yo, I don't have no beef with 50. He loves me. Y'all can't see that? He loves me. You mean hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me. We're the same." 50, however, shut that down, responding, "No, we are not. We are not the same. We are not cut from the same cloth. I respect that. I don't even think about another man like that. If I'm thinking about another man, I'm thinking about uplifting. In 2014, 50 hinted that Diddy, Rick Ross, and music executive Steve Stoute were caught up in some kind of love triangle. He also suggested that Diddy and Empire co-creator Lee Daniels were getting cozy. 50 boldly claimed he crossed paths with Lee Daniels but kept his distance. He straight up said he was in the loop about all the wild stuff Puffy had going on. 50 Cent didn't hold back when hinting at Diddy's orientation during a concert in Europe. The Inda Club rapper spilled the tea on why he skipped Diddy's legendary all-white parties, saying,
"That's why I don't be going to them Puffy parties. They can hug you from the front and the back at the same time. What you talking about? I mean, look, if you into that, I'm fine with it. To each his own. I'm just saying this ain't my mother.
Page 6 reports that 50's G-Unit Films and Television might be working on a TV special about the head honcho of Bad Boy Records. However, it's unclear whether it's a one-time documentary or a full series. 50 dropped hints on Twitter about being the top producer for the gig. He later declared on Instagram that the proceeds from the documentary would support SA victims. Seeking approval from his Instagram followers, he proposed a docuseries titled Surviving Pete Diddy, or Did He Do It or Not? Drawing parallels to Lifetime's exposé on R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly. Just like 50, comedy legend Cat Williams also wasn't feeling Pete Diddy. During his appearance on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, he revealed that he had turned down $50 million 4 times in his career. Allegedly, the deals had conditions involving doing Diddy some questionable favors. Just to protect my integrity. And that virtue and whole I was telling you about, right? 'Cause Pete Diddy be wanting to party and you gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely, Kat said. Diddy denied these claims, stating he never forced himself on anyone's wife and only engaged in consensual encounters. He implied that such actions only happen when someone feels unworthy. And according to him, he has never felt unworthy in bed. This marks the 5th lawsuit against Diddy. The first lawsuit came from his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura, who accused him of forcing himself on her in 2018, causing years of physical harm. The lawsuit stated that Combs aggressively pursued Ventura, who signed with Bad Boy Records at age 19 and quickly catapulted to fame. He allegedly invited himself to a gathering for her 21st birthday, where he forcibly kissed her and immediately exerted his power and influence. Given Combs' influential position as the Bad Boy Records founder, Ventura found it challenging to reject his advances or substances without putting her career at risk. Despite her attempts to break free from Combs' toxic relationship, she was consistently located by his extensive network of corporations and affiliates, compelling her to return. The legal dispute between the two musicians was settled just 2 days later. Cassie later stated that she chose an amicable resolution to have some level of control over the terms. Now, 4 additional accusers have stepped forward with lawsuits. One claims Mr. Combs drugged and sexually assaulted her, even showing videos of the incident to others. Another woman alleges that Combs and another man took turns assaulting her and her friend in the early 1990s.
Most of the men that would qualify to be in the homo thug category were drugged, lured. This isn't about
right.
It's about control.
Right.
Yeah. This isn't about success. It's about
Joining the ranks of those exposing Diddy is Jaguar Wright. In a candid interview with Hip Hop Uncensored, Jaguar disclosed that many men in the industry have experienced various forms of harassment. She hinted that figures like Diddy are the ones causing misery for personal pleasure and power trips. Jaguar broke it down, explaining how top executives, Diddy included, are cultivating a toxic environment within the music industry. She hinted that many of them engage in demeaning intimate relationships with their artists to maintain control. Jaguar shared that she became aware of this dark side during a studio visit, revealing it was just the beginning of a disturbing reality. She claimed that in the industry's shadows it's not about talent. They seek individuals willing to satisfy their unconventional desires, trading money in return. That's the twisted equation. Talent takes a backseat to their peculiar demands. The intrigue deepens as Jaguar, a staunch advocate for exposing the music industry's secrets, spilled more details in an interview. According to her, Diddy underwent grooming by Clive Davis, a legendary music executive, to serve as his boy toy and recruit young artists for his pleasure. If you've heard whispers of a mafioso influence in the industry, Jaguar claims Diddy's ascent to the top is thanks to his infamous parties, where he rules through fear and gains everyone's silence. In the interview, Jaguar exposed how unsuspecting artists are lured in with cryptic clauses in their contracts. Adding more fuel to the fire, she shared an incident where her friend walked in on Diddy engaged in questionable activities with Christopher Williams, insinuating that it was a clear instance of Diddy seeking intimate favors in exchange for contracts. Fans believe that Rodney's story is suspiciously similar to Cassie's story. Parts of his story sound exactly like some of the things Cassie told us about them freak-offs and all. Oh. And we know Diddy paid off Cassie with immediate effect. Another added, "I'm so sorry, but Diddy and everyone else in this lawsuit being potentially queer is not the problem. The fact that there are allegations of trafficking and engaging in acts involving underage children is the problem. So, now that you have the 411 on 50 Cent and others spilling all the tea about Diddy's shady dealings, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you're vibing with the drama, give us a thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop. Keep it real, stay tuned and subscribe so you never miss out on any new videos. See you in the next one.